Hey guys, welcome back to Some Guys from Palette. I'm bringing you like a little small update before we hop into this build video that we have. Yes, it's Dex Faith, and I want to let you guys know that right now, as you can see, I have like 4 files, and I'm gonna make more soon. The first one, Some Guy, the blind one, we already did the guide for it, the build. I mean, if you guys want to check that out, definitely go check it out. It's on the channel. It's in the playlist. All that good jazz. Now we'll be working on Raymond, which is me. We're doing this one. This one's actually the walkthrough and guide one, the Dex Faith build that you'll be seeing on the channel. I think you guys see like, whoa, how much did you bulk record? You're barely on the 3rd boss fight right now. Yo, yeah, I bulk record a lot. You know, it was a weekend, got times to go. It's great. So I kind of want to let you guys know that there will be more coming your way. As you can see, this one's a Pyro Build. I'm still working. I'm not gonna tell you what knock this is yet. But if you know Final Fantasy 15, that might be a good enough hint to kind of guess what build that is. As you can see, it's the only one that I needed 120 with. Pyro is going to go 122. And my first 2 feel complete at 119. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you when I have the screen loaded and ready to show you. Hey guys, welcome back to Some Guys from Palette, bringing you more build and guides walkthrough as well. Look at all this PvP. This tells you the meta is 120 and it's loaded with people to face right now if you do. So let's get started with our build. We're gonna go visit. First, we're gonna talk about our fashion. So we have the silver mask. Alright, we're kind of rocking the Leonard kind of cosplay kind of going on, but except we have a little bit different. The main thing we're rocking is helmet and his chest, which makes us look a lot like him. But we're actually using the Elite Knight Gauntlets, which you get for completing Honoree's quest line, which we will be doing the guide and walkthrough. Sorry, shameless plugs everywhere. And for our leggings, we have the Lotric Knight leggings. Really, you can change these up in the bottom. You don't have to use your own fashion, guys. The reason I'm using Lotric Knights mainly because it has better stats than the other one, and granted, fashion souls don't really need stats to carry about that much, but you can't say it doesn't help even a tad wee bit. So that's why I'm using it. So as you can see, we have the rings are Hava wings, which decreases our weight ratio. And then we have the Christmas Milky Wing and the Ring of Favor and the Princess Ring, which increases our faith +5. If you're wondering why we're using this instead of the Hunter's Ring, is +5. This one gives us +3, but also gives us a better roll. I'll show you an example. So it gives us +3 in Dexterity, and I'll show you guys right now our stats. So we have 30 in Vigor, 15 in Attunement, 30 in Endurance, 10 in Vitality, 12 in Strength, 40 in Dexterity, 10 in Intelligence, and 60 in Faith. Yes, that's right, I said 60. We're hitting a hard cap in our Faith. And if you want to follow this build, like the guide and walkthrough, I started off in a mercenary class. So you might want to do that if you want to have these exact stats. Obviously, you can tour around with it. Maybe, I don't know. I think I find this perfectly. 30 HP is good. 30 endurance is like perfect. I'm actually thinking, ever since this build, that I think 30 endurance is kind of good for any build, unless it's like a heavy weapon like you're using the Great Battle Axe or the Yom Machete, anything like that. I think endurance is great. So we have our sharp, got hard twin swords +10. The reason why I'm using these instead of the washing pole like I was planning to throughout the walkthrough, and which I do use most of the walkthrough that I respect, is because the less requirement in strength over the washing pole, which needs 18 strength, and I would lose a lot of other stats all around overall, and it would hinder me a lot. So I decided to go with the sharp got hard twin swords. Also, they're pretty dang awesome. It's also something important to note, since we're running a 60 phase, obviously it means we're using it for something. So what I'll do before I do in a PvP match, I use the Sunlight Straight Sword, which gives you a buff. As you can see in the top right corner where our HP is once you use it, we get damage absorption and attack bonus. So if we switch our weapon, then we go to our miracles. That stacks onto it. We get stamina growth back up and physical absorption again. And then we use our lightning blade. We switch to our Pyro Build weapon. We go to here, and then we just start destroying souls. Note that you can definitely switch Lightning Blade for Dark Moon Covenant if you so please. I use Lightning Blade not because it's the most efficient, because people have endurance, and endurance increases lightning resistance. And so I kind of just use it for style points, really, because I like lightning. I did say originally this was going to be a Ryoma build for like from Fire Emblem Fates, and since I'm not using the washing pole anymore, I feel like it would be not right, at the very least, if I didn't use Lightning Blade. So as you can see, in our symbol crest is +6, and we have it in a symbol gem, mainly because we get FPS, and FPS is good just so we can use our R2 into R1 every once in a while and do maximum damage. Honestly, these twin swords honestly make this build. It makes it so strong. I'll be doing 400, 500, sometimes even 600 damage, depending on the armor and depending on their stats invested. If they're low on endurance, it does a lot. And there's some builds that don't need that much endurance, and they don't put it to 40, sometimes they even put it like 25 and stuff. So we can really do the work. I never seen it lower than the 435. Honestly, I never seen it lower than that. So yeah, the chime we're using is Yoke's chime. I'm still working on getting to +10, but right now +8 is doing the business. And pretty much that's the main part of the build. The main juice of the build is, please note that if you're really good at dodging, rolling, and not getting hit, I would recommend not going Havel's Ring and going Prisoner's Chain, because it increases your vigor, endurance, and vitality, but take more damage. I personally is not that good, and I still take damage. Vitality, the Princess Wing, I use this because it gets my faith to 60. As you can see, it's 55 right now. And all that good jazz. So yeah, guys, this build is pretty simple, but it's pretty dang awesome. So hope you guys enjoy the PvP. We're gonna show it, and please hit the like and subscribe. We'll be bringing you more PvP videos. With that being said,